Hello everyone, today we're going to resolve LeetCode daily problem number 1550, 3 consecutive odds. So it's an easy problem in which we given an integer array r and we should return true if there are 3 consecutive odd numbers. So 1, 3, 5, 7, etc. in the array. Otherwise, we will return false. We have a few examples. So in example 1, we have an array that contains numbers 2, 6, 4, 1, and of course we return false because it's only one number that odd, and we need at least 3 in the order. So there are no 3 consecutive odds. And here we have array 1, 2, 34, 3, 4, 5, 7, 23. Here we have our winner and 12. So we return true because 5, 7, and 23 are 3 consecutive odds. We have pretty small constraints, so brute force approach also applicable. We can check each possibility. So you will start with a good story. So imagine you are on treasure hunt in mythical hallway lined with numbered doors. The clue to find the treasure. Locate 3 odd numbered doors standing side by side. In order. Your map is a list of 3 door numbers, but they are scrambled along the corridor. As you walk along the hallway, you check each door. If a door number is odd, you get excited and increase your odd door streak. But as soon as you see even number door, your streak breaks. You have to start over. If you ever hit 3 odd doors in a row, you unlock a secret passage and find the treasure. If you walk all the way down the hallway without finding 3 in a row, you leave empty-handed, unfortunately. So as you understand from this little story, we will make easy check. It will be algorithm iterative counting, basically brute force for data structures. We will have only a list which kind of array and few integers where we wouldn't mention them. Time complexity will be big O of n. As you understand, we will check each door before we find 3 consecutives. And space complexity will be big O of 1, so we don't create additional array. We will have just one integer count that will help us to know if we found 3 or less doors that are with odd numbers. So we will start with basic check. So for example, if length of array less than 3, then we can return false, because we need at least have 3 numbers to have true. So it's less than 3 numbers, we return false. Then we will initialize our counter. It will be consecutive odd count equals 0. Then we use for each loop to check all numbers inside of our array and make basic comparison. So if the current number is odd, so if number modulated by 2 not equal 0, then we can increase our count. Count will increment by 1, so we find the first door. Then, if the conditions are true, we'll be incrementing count each time. So if consecutive odd count become equal to 3, then we found our treasure and return true. Lastly, we will need have a check. For example, if we found not consecutive 3, where we have, for example, like here, we found 3, but unfortunately after 3 there was 4. Therefore, we should reset our counter. So consecutive odd count will be equal to 0 if we found even number. And finally, we will return false. It means that we iterate over our array and wasn't able to find our treasure and return true, which means there is no possible solution. There is no 3 consecutive odds, therefore we return false. Let's run this and submit it. And as with easy problems, it's very, very efficient. Yes, the main idea here just to make simple decisions step by step and understand that sometimes you don't need to overcomplicate. Perhaps if easy problem require an easy solution. Thank you for your attention. If you have any comments, ideas, feel free to leave them down below. Have a nice day. Bye.